Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. Okay, so we got Trump visiting East Palestine, Ohio. He's going in, and he didn't go in alone. He went in with trucks full of water and supplies for these people. And, political stunt? I mean, maybe, but at the same time, are you going to be mad about a political stunt that helps people, that brings them food and water and things that they need to get by whenever something bad has happened to them? If that's a political stunt, then please keep doing more. But we're going to get into it. We're going to break it down a little bit more. Before we do, please hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. Let me know what you think about all these issues that are going on, but particularly this one. So I mean, like I said, President Trump. It's been over 2 weeks since the train derailment over there in Ohio, where you got the chemical spills, you got the rivers pumping up weird bubbles of chemicals that, it's popping up with that sheen on top of the water that I've never seen it behave that way, like from stirring up the water. And so right now we got, Pete Buttigieg, Department of Transportation, or Secretary of Transportation, whatever his exact title, I'm jacking it up, that you would think that he would have been there a lot sooner, but he showed up, and then it's funny because he only shows up after Trump announces that he's going and is en route to go. That's when the federal government decides to get involved. They've waited 2 weeks, and they haven't done anything. They haven't really. FEMA said it wasn't their responsibility. This isn't something they do. You got to question it when it's whenever 70% of this area, this town voted for Trump. So it kind of seems a little suspect that you have a big disaster like this happen from a train derailment and a chemical spill, and then these people just get ignored. And you're talking about livestock dying. You're talking about thousands of fish washing up on washing up in the river. And what does that do to these people that are, they live in this small town? You think they can sell their house now? You think that they can leave it if they want to? No one's going to buy their house. Their property's ruined. They're stuck there. They're stuck there living in chemical sewage and garbage, doing who knows what to their health, who knows what to the water that they're drinking and the food that they're going to eat. And like I said, you would think Pete Buttigieg, being the man of transportation, would have been there a long time ago. You would have think that the President of the United States himself might take an interest in this situation and might go to help out his people, right? Those are American citizens. He's their president, is he not? I don't think he even made a statement till like 10 days after the fact. But so he made a secret trip over to Ukraine, and he can go give $500 million out of surprise to Ukraine after the 100+ billion we've already given them. But what have they done for the people of this small town, United States citizens that are suffering now, that are having to deal with this? Absolutely nothing. So Trump showed up, and then he's being the hero. And then here we go. We got all these goods that they're unpacking, and this is paid for by Trump. Biden's giving your money, if you're a U.S. citizen. Biden is taking your money from you and giving it to another country. Meanwhile, when our fellow Americans are having a serious issue on their hands, no money is being sent to them, or very little. Hardly anything from the federal government. So you got a guy, former President Donald Trump, step in, and he's a rich guy, but he comes in with water and supplies for him. And then he made a little statement.
To the people of East Palestine and to the nearby communities in Ohio and Pennsylvania, we have told you loud and clear, you are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. We stand with you, we pray for you, and we will stay with you in your fight to help answer and the accountability that you deserve. We'll have that accountability. It'll all be out there very clearly.
I mean, it's a hopeful message to him. Just even him, he shows up as Trump. Whether they like him or not, you have to be excited that someone's coming and trying to bring clean water, bring you supplies, bring things that you need, and for him to say, "Hey, you're not forgotten. You're not forgotten." I know your federal government hasn't shown up for 2 weeks. I know there's been a big deal. This is kind of getting swept under the rug for the environmental disaster it is. The EPA saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong. Go back to your house, drink the water." Even Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell has been about the most left-wing person I've known my entire life as far as like a Hollywood celebrity. Rosie O'Donnell came out and made a video against this. That she doesn't trust the EPA. This seems like a big cover-up. Something else is going. Like, this is a terrible thing. So it's getting to be a weird time when Rosie O'Donnell and like someone like myself can actually agree, like, yeah, something's jacked up here. But Trump is out there giving more hope to people than what our current federal government do. Our current federal government is giving freaking money to other countries, but it's not helping out our own citizens. And I mean, here's another just video. Trump went to the McDonald's in East Palestine and is buying lunch for all the firefighters and first responders. And so it's like, oh, big whoopee. Like, man, this guy's... That's why people like Trump. Because he's not out there, like, eating... Which he may. Like, he's probably eating lobster and steak and stuff. But, like, he identifies with the common guy. Like, he's just a fat old man who enjoys the cheeseburger as well. And he's going to go out there and eat a cheeseburger with the first responders and then buy them lunch. And even just, like, a small gesture like that. Like, that's leadership. Is when someone is willing to get down on, like, these low levels with people. Just the common people. And have these moments with them. And that's what Trump is good at doing. Trump's been kind of dead in the water, I feel like, for the past year or so. He didn't seem to have the energy. This is the first really, like, big step I've seen from him in a long time, and it makes me kind of have faith in him again. That, like, if we can see more of this, where he's coming through, he's getting involved with the people, and, you know, he's doing his Trump thing. Eating freaking cheeseburgers with the first responders. And so, win. Total absolute win for Trump. How you mad about this? Tell me how you're mad about Trump showing up and helping people out during a crisis. Meanwhile, you got, like I said, Pete Buttigieg, Mr. First Gay Secretary of Transportation or something, because, you know, that's what is really important in a time like this, is the fact of who he sleeps with and who he's attracted to. Meanwhile, he's out there with his little tiny crowd, and he's dodging questions about this being, or about, you know, why it took him so long to show up. Why it takes over 2 weeks for him to show up.
Sorry, Pete. I just have a quick question. The American public doesn't seem to be very confident in your ability to do your job. Will you be resigning anytime soon?
I'm not here for politics. I'm here to make sure the community can get what they need.
Will you apologize?
I want to be.
Will you apologize for the
leaders,
response, for the slow response, taking your
Probably
time?
one of the big things. Let's get here and get away from it.
No apology.
Heck no apology. You think he cares about these people? And that's the thing, they don't. 2.5 weeks took him.
Palestine. Will you apologize to the...
He isn't going to apologize. He isn't going to apologize. They don't care. The only reason they're there is because Trump himself showed up. If Trump wouldn't have made a deal out of this and went, they would have him went. They're only there to kind of counter the narrative like that Trump, because they can't have Trump being the one seeming like that he's the only one who cares. So they got to go show face. They might do a little bit, but they don't care. You're not going to convince me that they care. It's all, I mean, like I said, it's politics, baby. It's a big club and you ain't a part of it. They're in charge, they're in power, and especially when you're not there, you didn't vote for them, they don't care about you. They will let you suffer and rot inside that chemical sewage. But yeah, overall, total win for Trump. See more of this. Continue to, hopefully we can, I don't know, get some resolve out of this whole situation. I think we need to be looking into why our infrastructure sucks so bad when we just spent, what was it, $1.4 trillion infrastructure bill? Where's all that money going? How about we look into that? Why is the railroads not getting fixed? We're talking about all these train derailments, all these terrible tracks. Where's that coming into play? Where's that $1.4 trillion bill? You know, let's start asking some questions. Let's figure out why these people are suffering. Let's just figure out what exactly could happen to these people. Let's figure out a way to help them out, because they didn't do it. It wasn't their fault. They're just stuck in a town. They got chemically bombed. So I don't know. Win for Trump. Our federal government right now sucks. They're sending money to Ukraine, but you know, that's what I expect from a Biden administration is not giving a crap about Americans and sending all our money overseas, printing more money, devaluing our money. All terrible things. Name me one really good thing that's happened under the Biden regime. You let me know. But all right. Anyways, that's all the ranting I'm gonna do on this one. Until next time, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Please smash that like button. Y'all have a great one.